Jonesville. George Jonesville. Like the singer. Hey. Okay. So Joe Cal says he's here.
From Hogs to Hamburgers, we welcome you to George Jones Field with a matchup between the Mayflower Eagles and the Lamar Warriors. Action will be under play here in just a few minutes. The Warriors just ran out on the field, about to get ready to go. Thank you all for coming and joining us. We hope to see you all come out tonight. We got some keys to the game. For Mayflower, they need to keep care of the ball security. They need to get off the field on third downs. Yeah. And for Lamar, they need to execute the run game and plug the middle on defense. You know, Mayflower, they're going to get in the split shot and the trips to the right and to the left. And so they like to run it up the middle, and we need to stop that tonight. They're going to try to hit some play action shots over the middle. As the strength is our defense is mainly our defensive line and our linebackers, is we're more of a physical team. So that plays in our favor. We got 5 minutes till kickoff. Put 5 minutes on the clock. Check that, 20 minutes.
All right, so thanks for the run the camera. You got a new camera now. You know what you're doing here, right? Don't look at the monitor. Yeah, just look over here.
We're about to do the run outs. So the game plan for Mayflower tonight is they're going to run the trips formation with one running back. They like to run the split shot. They want to establish the ground game, then try and hit some shots down the field with the play action pass. And most of the plays are ran out of the trips for them. Mayflower is ranked 142 in the state out of all the teams in the state, and Lamar's ranked number 89. Mayflower has a record of 2-3 overall and 1-2 in conference, and Lamar has a record of 4-1 overall and 2-1 in conference. Mayflower is number 6 in the conference. Lamar is number 3. Mayflower lost their season opener to Smackover. They played well, but the Buckaroos took over late. The Eagles are scrappy, and they will fight till the end. The Eagles have struggled in conference play to start out. They have lost to Clinton and Pottsville, both by quite a big margin. But they bounced back last week against CAC to get their first conference win, and they're looking to capitalize this week against the Warriors, but the Warriors will look to try to stop them. We're about to have the coin toss now. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, the game against CAC was on the road. Thank you. And both of Mayflower's conference losses are at home. The Warriors, as you probably know, are 4-1. Their conference opener was a 35-0 win over the Pirates of Dover. But the Warriors are looking to bounce back this week after a loss to Harmony Grove last week. We have Phoenix Heaton, Coleman Selby, and Carlos Balmer out there as the captains tonight for the Warriors. We'll see what happens here.
Oh, man, I don't need this.
Thank you.
I need to get me a gray one to fit. It don't fit. Man, this is nice, guys. It was thrown together very quickly, so it's not very unique. Okay, well, that's fine.
We got Joe here with us now. He's going to be commentating with us. Thank you for joining the broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the East channel. We'd love to see some more subscriptions on there. That we thank you for joining us, and we hope to see more.
Did we see the coin toss? I missed. We won the contest. The toss. Did we elect to receive?
I didn't see that one.
We won, and we're taking.
I understand. Well, guys, welcome tonight. I guess you're going to be with Eli and Joe Kell. Looks like the Mayflower is out on the field. Eagles. There we go. That's a lot better.
Yeah. Got the rosters.
Awesome. Thank you.
Got the Lamar roster. I'm going to take some stats. They're down and stuff like that.
Hopefully tonight the Senior High Warriors will be hyped. Coming off of a loss from last week. We weren't too far away from where we are tonight, playing Haskell at Harmony Grove. Is that correct? Am I one game away?
You're right. We lost to the Cardinals of Harmony Grove last week. And the Mayflower Eagles, they got their first win in conference play last week against CAC.
That's interesting because, we've been concerned about CAC, so that makes you wonder if maybe they got something right and CAC got something wrong, but
Right.
maybe I just need to do my homework, it sounds like.
We got a. You need some stats. Thanks to know he's injured. Stats for Lamar.
Cool. I like it.
We're gonna do some.
They say not to get too far away to this one here. That
You guys, we don't, I guess we got the mic outside. I'm not sure. Do we have the mic?
No, we don't
Okay.
have it.
Don't have the mic outside, but anyway, Jared Dalton's back deep for the Warriors, and the kick is off, and it's going to go wide left. Going to stay in bounds, and they're going to call him down on the 8-yard line. Who was at 25? Okay, that's
Woods.
Caden Woods.
Yep.
So I'd like to see him actually field it and actually run. He actually is a pretty good running back.
Yeah, he is.
He came from that Lamar youth program as well, as most of them did.
Yep.
Tonight at number 7, he's going to be leading the team. He is a 10th grader.
Caleb Green. Yes.
Caleb, what do you think he's about? He's every bit of 6'3".
Yes. They're going to come out with a little 6'7" look. Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah. They're aggressive on the front.
Yep, they're loading it up.
They know we're going to run, so that's what they're trying to do. Good run, and that don't know if that's Jared. No, that was 22. Park Reader.
Yep.
He got the first down for the Warriors. They're going to take over at the 24 right there. First and 10.
That was a good pickup right there to get them out of that back of the end zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want to get pinned against the wall right there.
Right. Exactly.
Park Reader faking it, and he's going to give it to Big Boy right up the gut. Who we got? That's
Damon Hendricks.
Damon Hendricks. He's the big running back for the Warriors. I'm not sure where he is in stats totally yet for the year, but he was leading the Warriors in rushing, and then right behind him, Jared Dalton.
He's averaging nearly 200 yards a game rushing.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was a good pickup on first down to make it second and short, medium.
Oh, Jared going to go around the left. Got tripped up, which is rare that he get. No, that's Will Sanderson, number 4. No, I'm looking at the screen, guys. I apologize, but that was Jared, 44. Yeah. It's rare that he gets tripped up that easy. He's really good at keeping his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, that down on the end, he squeezed down pretty good and just tripped him up there. Yeah, they're loading the line this game. Smart.
When you watch 50 on the Eagles, he's right just to the right of the center. So he's cutting. He ain't trying to tackle. He's just trying to take legs out.
Yeah, he's trying to create a pile in the middle there.
Yeah, that's not good for the knees.
No, not at all.
Speaking of knees, we got Hampton, 67.
67, yes.
Yeah, he's you see him. He's strapped up there with the knees.
Yeah, he's been banged up these last couple of games.
Yeah.
Seems to be just taking it day by day. Also one there.
Thank you.
Good gain. Jared Dalton being the Jared I'm familiar with. That's going to be a first, well, just under a first. That's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3.
Yep.
I thought he had the first down there. Yeah, you don't have him tackled until the whistle blows.
That's right. So you get his body on the ground.
That's correct.
He's pretty slippery out there.
Yeah. You can
Especially out of space.
watch Damien, and you can see when he puts weight, you know when he's getting the ball, and that's a bad thing on him. Good run there, Jared being the carry again.
Right.
First down on the 49 as Kenneth would make fun of me. No, they're going to give it on the 50. That's a bad spot. He makes fun of me because I say that's the 51. Of course, I did that one year. Might have been one of them nights that I hadn't slept in 2 days.
Yeah.
But
Sure it was.
let's see here. What now? Now he's going to get the ball. Damien is. See, it's easy to read when you pick up on things like that, and I'm sure if these guys have got any experience,
Yeah.
We always was taught to watch the posture of the running backs in the backfield.
And I'm sure these guys coaches up in the booth are sending that down.
Yeah. And regardless, he's lethal if he isn't getting the ball. If he's lead blocking, that's going to hurt. So if he's committed to the block,
Right.
Hark Reader's going to be your Huckleberry. Oh, no, he psyched me out. Jared.
There's that 5.
Yeah. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
Are you seeing a little offset to the like Damien? Is he a little bit offset tonight?
He looked like it a little bit. But reason I called Hark Reader out is his posture and how he was turned a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe he's just something he's picked up on and learned.
Right.
When I played as a receiver, the cornerback would always figure out what I was doing. There's Hark Reader going around the right. He may be in the end zone. Look for no flags. Keep going. He is lightning fast. Touchdown, Warriors. Making sure no laundry is on the field. Looks like it's all good. That's going to be Warriors on the board first with 7:13 left in the first quarter. But anyway, it's you got to figure out how to overcome that opponent that's guarding you, and you got to communicate with your quarterback, especially receivers. Hey, listen, I'm going to have to take a stutter step, look 1 or 2 more than I normally do. So my time is going to be off a little bit. So be patient with me because I got to shock this dude or shed him. And it is blocked, and that kind of looked like a lazy kick to me.
Yeah.
Number 6 there, Louis Bomber. We've had a couple of generations of Bombers being the kicker. Pretty solid kickers.
Going back to that play, that touchdown play, that was a good job by the line there to block down, and then you had the tight end, coming and wrapping that linebacker, and then you had your wingback kicking out.
Well, that's the thing that they got to realize. If you get lazy, that play was designed around you blocking.
Right.
And something else I've been telling the youngsters, I see the guys, if your running back gets tackled and if he ain't down, pick him up and carry him. There's nothing that says you can't. Pick him up,
That's
carry
right.
him, push him,
Push the
pull
pile.
him, push the pile.
That's exactly right.
It may be inches that wins the ball game.
That's what they call it, a game of inches.
Yeah.
It comes down to it a lot of times.
Looks like Louis going to be the kicker here. He kind of psychs you out, and he'll do a backside kick and be facing totally opposite. But he did kick the direction that he appeared to. The Eagles got room to play with here. And they're going to be brought down about the 14. If you guys don't mind, please share with all your friends and family as we are broadcasting live on YouTube tonight. There's several posts on Facebook that's a direct link to get to the game. It seems like a lot of folks are not used to us being on YouTube just yet, but it's a lot better experience because you can pause it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do on YouTube that you can't do on Facebook.
Looks like the Warriors are going to come out in the 4-3.
No, we got some open field here. The Eagles may take it, but we got one more guy. Thank goodness, number 25, Woods, on the stop there. Got him all the way down at the 35.
Great job by the Mayflower offense there. Had a little read option there, faked it to the running back. Quarterback just took it and ran.
Well, that's what you got to do. The Warriors, the secondary, they've played the past two games, or teams that played spread.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we talk about, staying honest, keeping your defense honest here.
That's right.
Oh, flag on the play there. Looked like it may be blocking below the waist. We'll see here. Or it looked like Hampton might have been, or Holden.
One of the two.
They're going to call it on the Warriors.
Running out there for quarterback tonight is number 2, Frankie Fennell. He's replacing the injured Noah Daly tonight.
I couldn't make it out.
What was the call?
Face mask. Huh. I didn't see that.
I didn't either. From the spot of the foul, it made sense, though. Right in the middle
Yeah.
of that pile.
Yeah, you got a backup quarterback playing starting position there, and that may expose some talent. A lot of times Lamar finds out they got talent by accident because somebody gets injured. Yeah, here we go, Cade. Oh, that was Edwards on the dude.
It reminds situations like this remind me of you remember Kentucky a couple years back. They lost all their quarterbacks and had to go to that wide receiver Lynn Bowden Jr. And they still won 8 ball games. They didn't know he could throw the ball like he could, and things like that.
Yeah,
just amazing stories.
Well, it all depends. You may have leaders on the third string that doesn't ever get a chance to prove themselves.
Right.
Good run right there. They're going to pick up about, depending on where they spotted, but it looked like about 2. But
looks like they gave him pretty good forward progress there.
Yeah. You got Damien's playing nose.
Yeah.
Fitting position for him.
First third down opportunity for the Eagles tonight.
Twins left there. The Eagles, they're going to be passing, rolling left, throwing shallow there. It almost complete. Little too much bobble there. He was surrounded by Lane Miller and number 14.
Yeah. He sat down in the right spot, right in the middle of that zone little pocket. Just couldn't corral it. It's a good job by the Warriors to keep pursuit and don't finish on the.
This is kind of where you're going to decide if you're going to kick it, but they're going to go for it. I mean,
Yeah.
It's early in the game not to.
Right.
They're going to try it again. Quarterback keeper. He is going to get, turnover on downs. That's going to put the Warriors at the 12-yard line there.
Yeah, that was a good stop by the Warriors.
There's, when you got a quarterback that's a dual threat, and then also not only do you have the back, the receivers to back him up and the running backs, but having a dual threat quarterback is really, really hard to defend.
Yes, it is. Not only do you have to cover all the passing intricacies, but you got to cover him too.
But you only got to average 3.5 yards to carry.
Right.
Woo, that was close.
That's right. That'll pick up a first down.
Mm-hmm. Looked like Jaden Robinson shook up a little bit there for the Eagles. He's all right, though, a little limp. You see him shift. They think they got it figured out, but they shifted off of the opposite of the play.
Yeah.
They had it right in the first.
Yep. They're doing that late gap shift. Kind of weird here. They got this used to be the home side, and they didn't put the press spots on over there.
I guess they like the bleachers better than the.
Yeah.
Hark Reader taking it around the right. He is being patient and using his blocks. We may have another Hark Reader touchdown. One guy to beat. Still on his feet. He's going to be brought down. Oh, and a flag. That's going to be ugly right there for the Eagles.
That was a big game right there.
Yeah, that is wow. Good 30-yard run.
Just had a huge convoy of linemen out there and just like a bulldozer in front of him.
Mm-hmm. They're deciphering on it. Appeared to be a face mask.
Yeah.
No, you're fine right
Got big Basil Duke out there, number 72.
Yeah.
He's the littlest guy on the field, I think.
Yeah, they called the face mask on the Warriors.
The offensive face mask.
Well,
Wouldn't that be called a stiff arm?
Fans are getting riled up now. They didn't like that call. They've been running 7 guys up on there on the line, but I mean, Lamar's just been running on them.
They're playing, I don't know, zone, like a zone 2 defense. They're just playing zone.
Yeah.
Oh, Damien. He's going to bust out and get just right at the first down. I mean, just half a foot. It would have been another first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, up front there just had some stagnant blocking, really just at the line. He just squirted that one out. Got a nice.
I didn't see it. It seemed like everything collapsed in, and then all of a sudden he just comes out of the middle of it.
Yeah.
Their big boy, number 60, went out for the Eagles. They're going to try it again, I imagine. Oh. Look there. We may, if he beats him, we're going to have another touchdown. Come on, Warriors. Touchdown, Jared Dalton, number 44. He's stacking the yards up tonight. Mark Reeder and Jared on the board. It's going to be 12-0 right now. They are going to – looks like they're going to go for 2 to try to get back.
They're bringing in – looks like they're bringing in an extra lineman here. 79 Blake Blacker.
And he's a big boy.
Yeah. Yep, they're going to line them up on the right side. In the wing tee.
Yeah. Easy 2-point conversion. Game in.
Both conference games for the Eagles that were at home were their 2 losses, and in both games they let up 44. So we'll see if Lamar can follow suit.
Yeah.
Be nice.
You're doing great. Little Crotts tonight.
Well, he may be stranded in Tulsa still. I'm sure he's listening right now, but he's been doing a lot of traveling. Being a bigwig and all like him, representing Lamar. Big time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Good kick. It's going to go slightly right there. It's fielded. I can't see the running back's number, but he is fighting, staying on his feet. A good return, every bit of a 25 yards.
Boy, that was the sea just parted there,
Mm-hmm.
right in the middle, and he saw the gap and he took it.
I'm going to say probably the kicker had a little bit to do with the tackling. Yeah, that's you don't want that, but Louis Balmer, number 6, he is no stranger to contact.
That's right.
Heck of a baseball player. Oh yeah, I remember him and my boys played, and he loved pitching. He was pretty good at pitching. He accidentally hit a kid over at Dardanelle, and you could hear it. He felt so bad. They're going to pick up, about 5? See where they spotted there. They're going to give him 4.
Fennell tonight, he's running the ball pretty well for him.
Oh, yeah. They've got several seniors on the roster tonight for the Eagles. I'm excited about the Warriors. We got several youngsters that's playing starting position. It's going to be back next year. Caleb will be back. He'll have 4 or 5 years of being QB under his belt.
Yeah, that's always good to have that, create that depth on the team.
Yeah.
And then bring them back.
Shane Hampton. Will Sanderson on the tackle there, number 4. He got player of the game last week, Farm Bureau player of the game, and that was due to his tackling.
Yeah. They took Lee out on this play. They've been playing at him at end here. Put in number 84. I'm not sure. Might be Vic.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to be wrapped up, but not before about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, this will bring up a 3rd down. Looks like number 17, Dante. He got penetration in the backfield, just couldn't come up with the tackle. Kind of overran it. Took a little bit of a yeah.
And he's normally pretty lethal. He plays defensive end.
They're going to go for it on 4th down again.
Gosh dang it. Knew it was coming.
That was
Get your head out of your butt.
That was questionable.
You knew it was coming.
Yep, the Eagles they'll try to pick it up any way they can, that first down.
You can't blame them.
Yep,
They got over-aggressive.
that's right.
That's the name of the game.
Pick up them yards however you can.
Yeah. Oh. Wrap him up. This will be good for a loss.
Dalton there had a good wrap up.
Yeah, no, Jared Dalton gets a hold
Had that
of him.
had that straight line, followed him right down the line, got him, hit him right there. Great play.
There you go.
That'll put them behind schedule now. Make it 2nd and 12.
Guys, if you're tuning in with us, we are here at Mayflower tonight, being hosted by the Eagles. And if you guys don't mind, please share with all your friends and family. As we would love for you guys to subscribe to this channel that you're watching. They're going to pass it underneath right there. Number 8. We got Jared Dalton. And I can't see the other numbers. Number 14.
Jonathan Rice.
And Edwards on the tackle.
Yeah, just had a little hitcher out there, and
That's
Set
him
him.
first.
that'll bring up their third down of the game and making it 3rd and manageable now. That was a good completion
Yeah.
to the Eagles.
Well, so far both teams have been pretty disciplined.
Yeah.
And other than the all sides right there, and then I think we've had three flags so far.
Face
and-
mask.
On each side of the ball,
Yes.
and then obviously the all sides.
Crew tonight just maybe a little face mask, Cappy. Some
Yeah.
crews have their little. They like to call things. They look for things. You know what I mean?
Well, I can say so far this is a group of officials that are doing a lot better job than the ones last week.
Absolutely.
It was painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that first one was pretty
We'll
jerky. He was a lot
switching
better than the
ends of the field now.
Yeah.
They'll take a 14 to nothing lead into the 2nd. That's good. Good way to start the game.
Number 70, the center for the Eagles. He's a senior there. Big lad. You watch him. He's going to block down a slant block. Didn't get really aggressive. I was waiting for him, but he did get Damien, though. Damien was trying to bust through.
There again, they just ran that little midline up the middle, reading that defensive tackle there, and made the right read. Only picks up a couple, though. Had a lot of warriors there to get him. Oh, we got a 4th and 2 now.
That's correct.
Got a 4th and 2 on the 21, it looks like. 26.
That's going to be a first down.
That easily a first down. Quarterback keeper.
Yeah, he picked up about 5 or 6 there. Good hard running by him.
I mean, what do you do on something like that?
Wow.
Defensive end, if they're getting blocked, I'd say maybe have them be patient and maybe bring up that safety on these short gains. But, then again, they start noticing you cheating up, then they're going to get you.
Yeah. Run that little play action, they can hit you right over the top. That's what I was talking a little bit about pregame. Try to hit them shots deep. That's something that Mayflower needs to do this game. They want to get it going.
Number 2, the Eagles quarterback, Frankie Fennell. He's a junior. They're having pretty good luck with him right now. They realized last night, junior high, obviously the Warriors had good success, but they were passing the ball quite a bit and realized, hey, we're not doing very good passing the ball. Let's keep it on the ground.
Yeah.
If they would have ran it, like they did in that fourth quarter, it would have been a ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They had some hard running.
And the Warriors are going to stop him now, about 4 out of 5 of them. Good sportsmanship there. They kind of planted him in the ground there. He's like, that's going to leave a mark. He woke up.
Yeah.
Got up a little stove up there. He said,
in the backfield with Fennell tonight is 21 Jaden Robinson and 24 Jacob Stevens. Sometimes they'll try to get in that split shot. I was watching some film this week. They'll get in the split shot with them. They run some pretty good stuff out of that. I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet.
Well, that's the secret weapon.
Yeah.
You catch them sleeping.
Right.
And you can throw a little flat or go out right up the gut and throw it. Now that surprised me. That kind of stinks for him. But I think he was not wanting to get hit again.
No.
That's what he's worried about.
Yeah.
Fennel number 2.
This will be the third time going for it on 4th down tonight. 4th and 10 now from the 20.
Well, no, like I said, 9-12 left in the first half. Still a lot of ball game left, but I think they're considering on what to do here. And they're going to go. They're going to maybe try to get a cheap 5 out of it.
Yeah.
No, they're going. And it's knocked down. Cade, 25 on the stop there. Caden Woods. He's had 2 really good stops tonight in the red zone there.
Yeah, he's doing good in the back end for the Warriors. Mayflower will come back out in there. Got their 5 front, and then they bring 2 guys up.
Oh, Harkreader. Look, he almost busted out number 10. That would have been Gallon Cowdy Jr. for the Eagles. Was going to be the last man there if he hadn't tripped up.
Yeah, he got him just by the air of his, his
shoestring
right
tackle
there. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody I'd like to see run the ball a little bit more, which you don't get to. He's playing tight end. Is Logan Kendrick?
Yes.
He's a talented athlete. He's backside blocking weird. We got Big Boy, got some time. Well, he had a chance there. 13 pushed him out of bounds. There's that Jaden Duncan there for the Eagles.
Yep, he just stepped out there and he was about to break it. Had a couple guys on him.
Damian, he's about 230, 240.
Yeah, he's a big
and he knows how to move it.
Knows how to unhook that trailer, don't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah, one thing I like about him is he digs.
Yes.
As soon as contact is made, that's really when he does his thing. Oh, looky there. We're gonna have a first down.
Yeah, the Warriors really have a good setup. They have their power back in Damian, and then they have Jared Dalton as their speedster. I mean, they got best of both worlds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Caleb Green there on the carry, quarterback keeper. He done a really good job selling that. Normally, he kind of lags a little bit. He'll kind of go left, and it just kind of slow to develop, but he did a lot better that time.
Yeah, sometimes he'll take one of those too many side steps.
That's right.
And then where he just needs to go ahead and hit that hole.
Yeah. Harkreader running around the right. He's got to beat one guy. He's going to be down about the 13. They're saying he's down at the 15.
Yep. We had the extra tight end on that side that time, and Mayflower, they seem to be getting all the shoestring tackles.
They're getting that. Well, they've gotten lucky. You're right.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe Lane Miller might get some action here. See what they do here. No, they're going to keep it on the ground. And it's going to be, let's see what they call here. It's going to be on the
Inches.
inches from the end zone.
I'm talking just a little bit.
Jared, the ball carrier there for the Warriors.
He got slung up in the air there, and instead of the ball going across the end zone line, it went back into the field of play.
Watch Abe James here, number 73.
Yep. They're just going to do the QB sneak.
Oh yeah, and look at him. See how low he got. Now he didn't. I was a chop block, but you look at him. He's not really that big of a kid. He really isn't. But when you get up close to him, but he looks big on screen. But
yeah.
But he knows how. He knows he has good technique.
Yeah, he does. Quick off the ball. He's got the wide stance, wide shoulders. Good set it for
he can move.
Lineman.
He can move.
Absolutely.
They're going to go for 2 again. Or am I behind here?
Yep. I think we're back in the wing T.
Oh yeah.
They like that running out of that little 2-point play.
Old
I like
school.
that. Oh yeah, I like that.
Damian Hendricks on the 2-point conversion again. That makes him 4 points on the board.
Looking a little like the NCAA football 14 goal line set.
Oh yeah. Now Caleb, he kept that right they kept QB sneak and they just kind of pushed him in. Is that what that was on that touchdown?
Yes. Yep. Damian was right behind him, maybe a yard back, just plowed him over.
Everybody's getting a little points on the board tonight. Number 6, Louis Ballmer set the kick. We'll make sure that they don't do anything funky here. They may have Woods kick. I don't know. That little crisscross.
Yeah. Junior high was doing.
They did it. Yeah.
They were doing it. Pretty successful.
Oh man, they need to get junior high needs to get a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Pursuing the ball. They did get the ball one time, but they said they didn't let it go the full 10 yards.
Oh, that's right.
I think it was a photo finish of being perfect. It's going to be a grounder. Fielded at the 38.
Yep, we'll get good field position here. They'll get ball at half too, I believe. Mayflower will.
No. Didn't we receive the ball? Yeah. Mayflower get the ball at half.
They'll get ball.
Yeah. And talking about yards and stuff, I'm gonna say Jared. I mean, I hadn't looked at no stats or numbers yet, but I'm gonna say Jared's probably leading and Harkreader's second. They're gonna throw it out in the flat. Oh my goodness, 21 is kicking himself. It's gonna be a loss. It was they considered a lateral pass there. If he had been in front of him, it wouldn't have been.
Right.
So he technically a fumble.
Like a pitch.
We was playing it was a few years back when we used to play Subiaco. We do a forward pitch where you send a guy in motion and jet sweep.
Oh, yeah.
And Brady James, we used to play that with him a lot. And those refs didn't know what to call it at first because it wasn't complete. It was technically a pass.
Right.
Wrap up. He picked up 2 or 3 extra yards with Will hitting him in the back.
Yeah. This will bring up the fifth third down. And, the Mayflower Eagles in conference, they're scoring 18 points a game. They hadn't got nothing on the board tonight.
They've
yet.
had getting momentum tonight.
Yeah.
But all it takes is it just takes a little bit and to get that spark going.
That's right.
Warriors can't let off the gas.
They'll get a check in from the sideline here.
Yeah, if you ever perfect this style of offense, you can fast. Yeah, he's scrambling. He don't know what to do. He's like, I ain't never had this much time, coach. Complete pass though to 21. That's a reason don't stop. That's going to be a first down. They should have. That should not have happened.
No.
But spread. I mean, seriously, spread. You can control the clock and score fast.
That was a good job by them to stay with the play.
Yeah.
Mayflower.
Never quit there.
Yep. That's their.
I wish we would have blitzed on that. We did make him scramble, but it seemed like we had no intention on blitzing.
Good
They're going to get in
there.
there, get another first down right there. They're starting to get the running game.
They've moved the ball pretty well. It's just that they get within that 40 to 30 yard range. They can't seem to punch it in. I think they've had about 3 drives where they got down there.
Yeah, the Warriors, hopefully they don't get lax here and thinking, no, we were ahead.
Right.
Still a lot of ball game left. We got 4:32 left in the first half here. Quarterback, is this going to be just him playing tonight? He's got room to make something happen. One guy to beat. And Jared Dalton said, you're not going to get it on me.
Yeah. My saying always is you score – if you can score right before half and right after, that's a big deal.
That's a big boost. Yes.
That is. And, they're down by 22, but if you get this and you get the 2, you're guaranteed 12 if you get the one before and one after. And if you get, that'll give you 16. You're down only by 6. That's a big flip in the game.
See there.
But they got to start it here.
We need to get strong right here.
Yeah, 21 is the ball carrier for the Eagles. That is Jaden Robinson.
Yeah.
I'm going to predict the next play is going to be quarterback keep. Maybe a little counter or something.
That's a pretty safe bet right there.
No, 21. He's going to get. Let's see. They may be first and goal.
Yeah.
Here's where the Warriors need to decide if they're going to give them this.
Yeah, Robinson here. He got it down about the 7-yard line, make it first and goal. Warriors need to bow up. Hopefully they will keep them out of the end zone.
Would you want a blitz right here, you think? Send at least your backside defensive end?
I think you do.
Abe James could get it. Now they're going to stop him right there on about the 3-yard line. I don't know who that is.
I've been seeing a lot tonight.
I don't understand how there's such a giant hole in the middle.
That was a big hole. Logan Kendrick on the stop there.
A lot tonight. They've just been sending one guy up instead of 2, and they've just been running it to the opposite side. If the running back's on the right, the quarterback will keep it. It seems like right there, though, they had them on both sides, and then they gashed it.
Watch the flat right here. Watch the flat. Now they're going to keep it. They're going to get him down about the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up third and goal.
Yep. Hey, that's what you got to do. Just keep them out of that end zone. Just keep on chomping away.
Play right here is what we need.
That'd be a pick. I'd like them to pass it. I wouldn't get a pick 6. Get 100 yards.
Yeah, that'd
rushing
be nice,
right
wouldn't
here.
it? We'd like that.
can't see the play clock, but they're taking their sweet time.
9, 8.
Good stop for the Warriors. Abe James said he slung him down like a dish rag.
Got him stuffed right there.
Oh, yeah. You can look in the ground over there. He made an impression in the ground.
Yeah. He may be seeing some cuckoo birds for the next couple of plays now.
It's 4th and 1 here for the Warrior goal. We're down to 58 seconds left in the first half, guys. 22-0. As you guys can see the scoreboard in the top right.
Here's where you just put the chunkers in the middle and have them loaded up the line.
No. Oh, they got it. Last ditch effort. It was there. They had him. Edwards and why can't I remember his name? 14, Jonathan Rice. So they're on the board, 6-22.
Yep. They took a lot of time off on that drive too. I think they got it with 6:22, and now there's only 40 seconds left. I mean,
well, it changes it up when you leave the passing game.
Yep.
You know.
That clock just keeps on the ticking. They're just gonna go for one.
They perfected the kick. Has number 7, the PAT kicker, Alex Stafford, senior there.
Yep, that was a good snap, good hold, and good kick. They picked up 2 4th downs now. They're 50% on the night so far, 2 for 4.
Yeah, it'll change. I mean, they're gonna adjust and everything, but right now, Warriors got a chance to answer back. There's 40 seconds left. I remember, I don't know, it's probably about 4 years ago.
Grove last Friday managed to do it right at the end of the
They
first
did,
half,
didn't they?
About 53 seconds left. On the
Yep.
clock.
Hey, when there's still time, there's still time to make plays.
Yep.
I know they got some guys back here on the kickoff that can take it all the way. They get some blocks out in front of them, and we'll see though here.
Kick is going to go the distance. Who's going to field it there? With tiptoeing. Jonathan there on the carry, number 14. He's going to have about a 7-yard return.
Yep. Had a little pile there. Tried to hurdle him, but couldn't get over him.
You know, that's something I'd like to see him in the backfield.
Yeah.
If you could,
Ross.
he is very shifty.
Yep.
And Kendrick, I'm not sure why we're not seeing Kendrick in the backfield. Number 23, Logan.
Yeah, he's out there. Out there.
They got him playing tight end, but he's a hard runner.
Okay, here we go.
Park Reader staying on his feet. He's going to be brought
Smart play right there.
Yeah.
brought it out of bounds to stop the clock.
You can see there wasn't nothing there. You got out of bounds, killed the clock.
They got it on the 40 there.
That play didn't take too terribly long either.
No, not for a running play.
No.
And hopefully they've talked about trying to keep they got timeouts.
All three?
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Green keeping the ball, going around the left. He tripped himself up. Timeout, Warriors.
Yep. Go ahead and use one of them since he got stopped in the field of play. What is that, 2nd down and 5 now? 4.
Yeah.
I think they'll try to get him here with a waggle or something.
I'd like to see. I mean, it's 2nd and 5. Right now is the time to pass. If you're going to this close to the end of the half, I'd maybe pass, control the clock a little bit, maybe
Right.
at least get another first down.
Get something going out
If you
towards
can't
the
get it all the
sideline.
way, just pass. That way you can control the clock a little easier.
Right. Because you still have another down to pick it up.
Yeah.
It's only second down.
So long as the box is paying attention, with that you can save some time if like I said, if they're pretty prompt on the stop.
Yeah. I figure if they are going to pass, they're going to try to get something going towards the.
You can look at Lane over there, split left. They're not going to keep it. Jared, he's going to have something there on his feet. And timeout, Warriors there. Well, they're going to have to move the chains. They're going to do a hurry up offense. They spiked the ball. They didn't have to. Technically, they didn't even have the chain set, so I'm not sure why they started the clock. They wasted 3 seconds there. Chains wouldn't even set.
Wasted a whole play. We might be able to get 2 plays off now, but I mean, it's going to be a little bit rough there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The chains were not set, and they're not. Clock ain't supposed to start until they are.
They're going to throw it. Lane fell. Caleb's going to have to keep it. Now they're going to call him if they don't, I'd be surprised if they didn't call it intentional grounding.
Yeah, there was no one in the area. He just threw it out. But I think that's going to be the end of the first half.
That's it.
Yeah. 7-22, still a ball game, guys. I mean that's really not that bad of a spread. But the Warriors going to have to step their defense up.
Absolutely.
If they want to stop the running game. They figured out right now that they're not having success on the passing. So running the ball, they controlled the clock and actually was able to punch it in for 7. So
little recap of the first half. Lee scored, Jarrett Dalton scored, and Caleb Green all scored. That's how we got our points there. And then Lamar went 3 for 3 on the third down conversions. That was pretty good.
Yeah, they really they stayed true to the running game until just a while ago. I think was the first time they attempted to pass, and of course our intended receiver ended up tripping when he cut. But Lamar's not really been known to be a passing team. We've had a few years back where we had a group of kids that had really good chemistry, and you could pass to any of them.
Yeah.
And you had of course, you had a seasoned quarterback, which is what Caleb is going to become. Right now, he's learning and everything, and I have high hopes for him. So, he's leading this team as a 10th grader, which is pretty impressive. So, I think right now we're slated. We're tied for second for the conference right now.
That's right.
So, not bad.
Not bad at all. That's that's really impressive that he is only a sophomore and he's leading this team and they're getting things done. Lamar's been good in the past and he's just keeping it going.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, we are going to take us a quick little break and stretch, and you guys get up and use the restroom, and we'll be back here in about 19 minutes, and we'll mingle with you here in just a little bit.
And now, your 22-23 Mayflower varsity cheerleaders.
The Lamar Warrior Band presents for your halftime entertainment, Carmelita.
All right, show of hands. Who knows the songs? Carmelita.
very good last night. They didn't play very good at all last night.
Boys, I gotta turn this off just a second. I gotta figure out what's causing my ear. Huh? Thank you. I think I got my glitch problem fixed. You're good. I only had four lights showing down there on the front zone. I re-aimed it.
I don't need it.
Hey guys.
How's
Got
that
Joe
view?
now.
How's that view right there? It's the monitor of the monitor of the monitor. There's old Joe Cal stepping in tonight.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Crack-a-lackin'. The Warriors are up 22-7, as you guys can see. We got some quick stats here for you. These are what will be official stats for the first half of the game. Caleb Green has 4 carries for 21. Jared Dalton has 8 for 93. Lee Harkreader leading, six carries for 135, an average of 22.5 yards per carry. Next, Damian Hendricks, four carries for 51 yards. And Jonathan Rice, he's got 1 carry for a negative yard there. But Jonathan, that is not the true Jonathan Rice that I know. But anyway, we got an exciting second half here, guys. Please share with all your friends and family as we got the East team here representing tonight, helping us out and doing a tremendous job. Mr. Little and his team. And we sure appreciate you guys very much, Eli.
Yeah, we enjoy it a lot. We thank you for letting us come in and help out. Kind of a win-win situation for both sides.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
There we go.
Yeah, it's fun. Lamar did a onside kick there, and they're going to get it at the 46. Their own 46.
Or is that 54?
In my case, it'd be 54.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks. Tannis appreciates that.
Yeah.
They're going to throw it long, and it is way overthrown as intended. The number 20, Jonathan Rice on the defense there, the secondary. I still can't see that number. I thought it was 21.
Yeah, right there. Mayflower trying to pick up a big play to get some juice going, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that'd have been a momentum change. Yeah, the wind is definitely blowing tonight, but it feels good. Good, beautiful football weather.
Yes.
Beautiful facility Mayflower has here.
Yeah, it is nice.
And we got twins right, twins left, shotgun formation with Mayflower. They're going to quarterback keep around the left, lead blocker. He's going to get looks like about 5.
Yep, this will bring up the first third down. They only picked up 1 in the first half. We'll see if they can execute this one or if the Lamar defense will win again.
Well, they're going to shut the momentum down because they came out and they scored just doing the exact thing here.
Right.
And that's what's at number 2 and 21. It seems like every other play they alternate. Who is that? Number 2 is the quarterback, Frankie. He's a fill-in quarterback, backup. And then 21 for the Eagles is Jaden Robinson. And there's 20. Jaden's going to take it around the right now. Missed tackle. Got a flag on the play. And it looks like it potentially is going to be against the Eagles.
Yeah, it looks like they held Shane Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton there, 67, had his hands on him first.
Got good penetration in the backfield, and that's what led to it.
Speaking of defense, we've got
Called it on Lamar.
Are they dyslexic? We thought we had face mask earlier in the first quarter. And
Well, maybe not. I thought they did.
okay, it is against.
Okay.
Talking about defense here, we're looking at tackles here. Leading the Warriors on tackles right now is Logan Kendrick. He's got 7 in the first half, and Jonathan Rice is right behind him. And then, of course, obviously Jared Dalton's always right there in the pack and tackles. He's an aggressive little turd. He loves contact.
Yeah. That looks like what they call there. That looks like a 15-yard penalty, so a personal foul.
Yeah. Quarterback's rolling around right, looking to throw it, and it's going to be out of bounds and incomplete.
He had a man there right at the stitch, just couldn't get it complete and get his feet down.
Well, if they could just ever put it together, I'll tell you. I personally love the spread. It's as a defensive player, it wears your secondary out, especially if you can run it.
I agree with you.
And if your secondary is your starting O, it works. It works.
Yeah.
And then you got your own defense. That. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, bad snap. Warriors need to cue in on that. And the worst thing you could ever do as a quarterback is fall on it. When you're all by yourself and that's almost self-destruction right there.
Yeah, you don't do that right there.
No.
I see them sometimes they'll kick it out of the back of the end zone, or they'll, to make them actually have to drive the field or try to pick it up and get some of them yards back.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to fall on it there. Now it's 1st and goal from the 7 for the Warriors.
Yeah, that is definitely going to help the Warriors out.
Warriors need to capitalize on this drive right here.
This should be an easy. There, keep fighting. He's going to get down about the 1-yard line, 2-yard line. Lightweight, baby, lightweight.
Yeah, they send that wing back in motion, send him nearly in between the guard and the tackle, and, as a lead blocker. I love that.
Oh, yeah. Abe being low profile as he is, low center of gravity, he'd be definitely a fun one to follow.
Yeah. There it is again.
Yep. Easy, light work. That's 10 points for Damian Hendricks there. He got both 2-point conversions and then the first touchdown for him tonight.
Hey, you know the saying, Joe. It's if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. We'll see who's going to get it. Will looks like he might get a little action. It's 2 back. Oh no, they're going to PAT this time.
Yeah,
I'd like to see them fake it.
Yeah, a little fire action.
That's right.
Yeah, a little trickeration. Who's our holder here? 27.
That way
Evan Edwards.
Get it. Well, and that wasn't intentional, but hey, on teams like this, it's just my way of thinking. We've got possibly other teams watching us tonight, next week, and the following week.
Yeah.
Why not show some little trickery? That way it keeps them honest a little bit.
That's right.
This team's unpredictable,
That's exactly right. Got to keep the opposition always honest on the other side.
Number 6, Louis Bomber. That's so fitting of a name, being a kicker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was Damien's first touchdown of the game.
That's right.
Just ran that same play back to back, lead blocker, right behind Abe James. Good running by the Warriors.
Good kick. And it's going to be fielded at about the 14. Eagles on his feet, found a seam. He may take it all the way. He's going to be brought down about the 47.
No eagle was flying in open sky there.
Their quarterback, he's probably wore out by now.
Yeah.
He runs it every other time. It's either him or 21, Robinson.
They're going to call him down at the 48 there. So they'll start their drive. Yeah, they got the two wide receivers out there wide on the 50.
Good stop on the Warriors there. Doing a little team comparison tonight. Rushing 299 yards total for the first half of the game for the Warriors. And they pretty much shut, I'd say I take that back, 139 yards rushing for the Eagles. But they're also going to rack up the yards on this second goal. They've kind of got a little running scheme going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they stuck to mostly tonight was the run game. Like you said, number 2 and 21.
Wrap up. It's going to come down to
It'll be close. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong
the initial hole, I mean, it's getting stuffed there, but that was a good bounce out by Fidel to create when there was really nothing there.
Caden Woods was actually one that tackled that. Oh, goodness. Good spin out there. But he's going to be brought down hard with Will. Will, you stand up beside Will. He looks like a little kid, but he plays like a 250-pound linebacker.
Yeah. After the game, guys, we won't have no post-game show tonight. We're going to have to pack up and end the live stream immediately. So we apologize about that, but we're going to have to pack up and head home.
He didn't cross. He didn't jump. He didn't cross the line of scrimmage. He can do that all day long. Good. Oh, hold on to him. Excellent job. That's Hodge. Noah Hodge.
Yeah.
66. Beautiful sack.
Boy, that was quite the play there. The snap was high. He corralled it, and then he was met right away.
He did a good job of catching that ball.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Good job to wrap his legs up and take him down. We got more of a more normal football score now, 28-7.
Yeah. First and forever. They got the ball in 48. This. There we go. Yeah.
Who was that, number 55? Got back there.
I don't know about you guys, but I was listening to Drive Time on my way up here, and I was getting pretty aggravated because all they were talking about was freaking baseball.
Baseball.
Football Friday night in
Yep.
Arkansas. Why are we talking baseball?
Nothing matters.
Who cares about the Mariners?
Yeah, we don't care about the Mariners here in Arkansas.
Oh, we got some action here going around the right. Arc Reader, he's going to pick up probably about 5.
I understand Pujols has had a pretty.
Yeah, Harper, he's running the ball well, leading the game rushing so far, and he'll look to continue to do that. He's got a touchdown along with Dalton and Green and Hendricks.
He's an example of somebody working outside of practice, preconditioning and that kind of stuff, trying to build himself for the season. I've been keeping up with him a lot this summer.
Yep, got to get prepared for the game so you can play all 4 quarters.
About 1 yard shy. That was Lee again. 4th down and 1. I almost like right up the gut.
That was the first failed 3rd down, and that was one of my keys to the game for Mayflower was getting off the field on 3rd down, and they just haven't been able to do it tonight.
Look at that hole in the center right there.
Yeah.
Easy. I mean, it's like they crashed in. First down plus about 12. They were expecting the quarterback keeper right up the center.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, but instead he just went ahead and just handed off to the big fullback back there. And
guys, we appreciate you tuning in with us tonight. Please share with all your friends and family as we try to get better at this and everything. We got the East program representing and helping us represent the Lamar Warriors, and this is kind of their own program as well. So appreciate you sharing, and subscribe to this channel if you don't mind. That'll help us our popularity get better, and YouTube will like us a little better.
yeah. Well, Mayflower, they've already gave up their season average for points per game tonight. They averaged 26.4. They give up that, and they gave up 28 tonight. And Lamar, they're over their season average, going 26.4 as well.
Warriors are getting set here. That's going to be 1st and 10 on the 27. Lane Miller split right. We haven't utilized him much tonight. Jared going around the left. Got a hole. Gets tripped up, but he's still going to get about 4.
Yeah, on them counter plays, really have to have a good job by the center there of, blocking back so they don't get no penetration. So that way the guard and tackle can pull. Gotta do a good job of that to have successful play. Hendricks at the
Look at him fight. That's going to be a 1st down plus about 4.
Yep. They're just chomping them yards now. They got it all the way down to the 14-yard line now. 1st and 10. 4:35 to go in the third.
Good. Jarrett, that's Caleb on the carry, quarterback keeper. It's going to be on the 5-yard line if they spot it right.
Close to that first down marker, make it 2nd and 1. That's really what you like there in the 10-yard line is whenever you can have an opportunity first down within 7 yards or so you have that extra play.
Oh, yeah. Now you got Big Dame in here. Watch to see how see his hand.
Yep. He called it.
Now he tiptoed. That is very uncharacter of him. He's done that a little bit last week's game. Instead of really just demanding you to either tackle me or get out of my way.
That's right.
I didn't realize we could get a first down.
Yeah, it's 1st and goal. So you like Eli was saying.
Yeah, those situations whenever you can get like that, pick up that extra play in there. That's the game within the game.
Oh yeah. There, we're going to get another. He's going to be. Let's see. They should call it.
He's got to have it.
Yeah, touchdown Warriors. That makes 2 touchdowns for Damian Hendricks. Plus, he's got 2-point conversions tonight.
Yeah, he's filling up the score column tonight. But really tonight they spread the wealth pretty well between.
Oh yeah,
4 players.
everybody's got some action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I set up way too close to that goalpost.
They're going to go for 2. It's a pass. Backside.
Beautiful. That's their go-to man right there. That's Dante.
Oh, that was a good-looking play. Mayflower defense, they couldn't spot it fast enough. Thanks. They got it 36-7 now. The Warriors lead. We'll get ready to kick off here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope to get a subscription from you, and hopefully you're enjoying the ball game.
Kick is off. I don't even see where it landed. Did it go out of bounds?
Yeah.
Right there about the 32.
Yeah. Call that penalty on it. Little squib kick to the edge there. Just couldn't keep it in bounds or get our players down there fast enough to corral it. We're going to start out good field position once again. Starting from the 37-yard line.
In the first quarter, the Warriors only had 9 plays with 92 yards. And then let's go to second quarter. They had.
Fennell's off.
Stop him.
Oh.
Good little cutback. He's going to get some good yardage there. Jared Dalton on the stop.
Give him a little juke right there on the edge.
I have a hard time seeing that.
Yep. We had 13 total plays in the first quarter, looks like, with a total of 180 yards.
Oh, 21 found a seam right up the gut. Picks up easily 10. That's going to be a first down plus 3.
Yeah, 180 yards in the first quarter. That's
pretty good.
That's pretty good right there. Got the tight end to the left here.
Quarterback's turn to keep it. Oh, still on his feet there, finding some momentum there. Them two right there, it's pretty much 21 and 2.
If they're going to make a move, this is the time to strike right here.
Yeah.
They need it because, if they don't score here and Lamar does, that'll put it into mercy rule effect.
Now you got the whole Warrior team on this tackle. Damien, the last guy you want on top of you. That number 2's like, no, not again.
Yeah, he's had that little deja vu there. He said, I don't want to see those birds again.
No.
Bringing Hendricks out and bringing Blackard in to stuff the hole up the middle.
There he is. He ran right through him. Blackard, the man. Goodness gracious, do you see how he wrapped him up?
Boy,
Wow.
What a play.
You see that big boy explode?
He got off the ball there, took the block, shed him, and he was right there to get him.
Well, look at him. I mean, he's a man out there. It's look. I mean, he is solid. His daddy, if the wind blows, he's going to go to the next county. It's amazing.
I know it. It is.
I tease his dad about, hey, we need to get a little worm medicine. You don't want the injectable or the
That's right.
the drench.
Yeah. Finale up the middle.
Oh goodness! They going to give it to him? No, about on a 1 foot. Wow!
Just right there.
He reached out. Does that not count in high school?
I guess they said his knee touched before he reached out, but I don't know. That's pretty close to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on their side, but I mean, I'm all about fairness.
Right.
Well, he's going to get it this time.
Yep.
That's going to put the Eagles up 13-36. They're going to go for the PAT here.
They were perfect on the last one. See what they do here. It's good.
Looks like a good kick to me. It's going to break the score 14-36. Your Warriors got the lead right now with 50 seconds left in the third. Elon, you said a while ago, if it's not broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of deal. But
yeah,
at this point, your head, would you want to try something new just to practice for next week, or would you just want to kind of keep what you got going on?
Me personally, I would just say,
not show all your cards.
We got our game plan. Let's just stick to what we've been doing because drain that clock. We run the ball.
Yeah.
Keep on running that ball. Drain that clock. Let's get out of Mayflower and come out with a win.
Yeah.
To give us this will be our third conference win to go in 3-1 in conference. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Only lost to that number 1 seed, Haskell Harmony Grove, the Cardinals. It's been a good bounce back for Lamar. They can pull it out.
Back deep for the Warriors is Jared Dalton, number 44. And he's got Jonathan Rice back there to help him. And they're an onside kick, and they're going to get the ball back, it looks like. Let's see.
I believe they did.
The Warriors kind of meek. Let's see. Now they get it back.
Sure did. Boy, what a play.
Yeah. It just seemed like we just were just kind of like lackadaisical a little bit right there.
Definitely wasn't it. I mean, it wasn't even running to the mine. I don't know what was.
Got them sleeping a little bit there.
It sure did.
Well, this is what you hope to happen when if you're Mayflower.
They definitely needed that. That was a big play. Potentially a play of the game if they can make a move here.
They need to punish that quarterback. They need to hit him hard.
Yeah. I don't know if we have any stats on Fennell, but he's got to have good yardage.
Yeah.
He's played pretty good tonight. Pretty well. He's going to drop back.
Oh, goodness. He almost. Well, he was plastered there. Damien and was that Will?
I believe so. Boy, but he got it off.
They put the
First down.
They put the smack down on him.
Yeah, they did. They said, you may pass on us, but you're going to pay for that one. They laid the wood on him. 1st and 10 from the 35. That'll be the end of the third quarter there. 36-14, Lamar leads. And we'll be having the fourth quarter here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, they've only got including that pass right there, only somewhere around 45 yards passing tonight.
Yeah.
Completion 3, but it'd be 4 for 8. Passing average, they've been averaging 10 yards a pass, And then rushing, they've got, they're doing pretty good. Theirs is all related to the first half, but they had 109 yards rushing compared to our 299 yards rushing in the first half.
Yeah. About a third, but I mean, they had, and a couple of them were some big runs, gash runs. Fennell had one down the sideline,
Both of them, him and Thompson's had a really good game, and their line is a part of that reason.
Yeah.
As far as the way that the tight end's blocking down a lot, and then of course that other running back, but they stay in spread most of the time, so it's pretty much Thompson and
yeah, they're running that
on an island right now.
Yeah.
They're going to let the.
Looks like they're going to get him for holding. Looks like they held Hendricks whenever he made that turn towards the quarterback.
You got now it's Thompson is like either we're going to hand it off to him or we're going to throw it to you, and that's who your receiver was.
He's the key play guy.
He's I guess they got chemistry together, and you got all these other receivers are just a deterrent or distracted,
Yeah, and I'm sure whenever you get, Noah Daly, their starter, he's out. I'm sure they have to have somebody, a key guy, and he's been the guy tonight for Mayflower is Robinson. Boy, Fennell there. I mean, he nearly picked up all the yardage that was penalty, and
I'm curious to see what he's going to have for the end of the game yardage.
He's got to have good yardage. I mean, 2nd and 13 from the 38. Lamar 38. Yeah, they've been running that trips, and then they've been running that tie net out there and blocking down like you've been saying.
Oh my goodness, that should. Oh my goodness, what a tackle! That was a hold, but Noah Hodge, 66, got blocked and was somehow or another coming up with the tackle. I have no idea how that happened.
It looked like he just got a big old bear claw out there and grabbed him with that one arm, and
That's been 2 tremendous tackles for him.
Yeah.
Now, is he a senior or is he a junior?
He is a senior. Yep.
Who was that?
Hodge.
Intercepted. Caden Woods on the interception. Number 11 for the Eagles was the intended receiver, Jamar Anderson. Caden Woods saved the Warriors there. So they're going to take over at the 10-yard line.
Yeah. Got a good lick on the quarterback right there, too. Right whenever he passed, I mean, we were right in him.
Was that 34?
I believe it might have been Nick Hodge again in there.
Well, I was watching Nick. That's what I was focused on, and he really pretty much got shut down. He tried blocking.
Okay.
He jumped up and tried blocking.
Hendricks.
We're going to the right, still on his feet. That looks like at 22. Harkreader, we'll see when the numbers get cleared up there. And it was Lee Harkreader. So far, I believe he's still leading the Warriors in rushing tonight.
I'd imagine.
But Damian Hendricks, him and Jared creeping up on him.
Yeah, really balanced attack tonight. Second and short.
Good discipline from the Eagles. Oh man, that's Jared got tripped up. 21, Robinson on the tackle.
Yep, lost about 2 there. Just had him stuffed. Had 3 guys in the hole there. Strip break it to the outside.
Harkreader in motion, but they're going to psych him out and give it to Hendricks. Hendricks, they're going to give him forward progress, though. They're going to give him 2 yards forward progress there. That's going to bring up 4th and about 1. Do you trust your offense here? I would say so. Last week, they done a pretty impressive run. It wasn't right up the gut either, and handed off. I mean, pretty nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be that fullback dive.
They're gonna get it. He's gonna get about a yard and a half past the first down.
It was so wide open in the middle. I don't know why Green didn't just there was no one in the middle.
Yeah.
Damon Hendricks on the carry there for the Warriors. He's their power runner.
Isn't that something you think Mayflower there? They'd really load the line, but I mean, they stuck to that.
It's because they got burned a while ago on that fourth down.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, that was a pivotal one, though.
Good run. Damian Hendricks on the carry. That is going to be another first down for the Warriors. Damian has averaged 7 yards per carry since the first of the season.
Boy, that's a good average to have. You know, like you were saying earlier, if you get 3.5, 4 yards, that's chomping.
Oh yeah, that makes a long night if you're on the defense.
Yeah, it does.
Good, ready to hit the hole there. That's Kendrick finally. Logan Kendrick on the carry. I've been talking about him tonight quite a bit, wanting to see him carry the ball more. That's the way you hit the hole.
Yep.
I mean, it's
little one trap there.
Oh, he's fast. They just are quick.
Yep. Boy, it was. He got out of his stance good and just went. There you go, picking up that 4 yards.
Harkreader going around the right. He may, if he gets around the end. And it looks like we got a flag.
He looks to be favoring his shoulder there a little bit. Might have landed on it awkwardly. He'll come out of the ball game for this play. Flag will be on the Warriors. Let's see what they call here. Might have been a hold on the edge.
And that's those cheap penalties. You just
Yeah.
you just say to yourself, why? Why?
I didn't see a blue jersey or purple jersey where he would have given the flag.
I didn't see it, but they got Damian back out there.
Jared, ball carrier, he is unable. That's Will. Is that Will or Jared? I get him. Okay, it is
That's
Jared.
Jared, I believe.
Yeah. They pretty much shut that run down.
3rd and quite a ways now.
I can't. Cameron Smith just came out, number 84, as a wide receiver. We got number 2 Lane Miller coming in. Possibly, that is Lane all the way. Lane better catch it, and it is incomplete. He was up against the star running back Robinson.
Yep.
21 there for the Eagles.
Boy, he had him.
He did. Lane being, I bet you he's at least 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
Definitely got the height advantage.
Yep. Had a great jump ball opportunity. Just couldn't come down with it.
That's a squandered opportunity right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down. They're going to punt. And hopefully it'll bounce, and it's going to die at about the 37. 38 there.
That's about a 18, 19-yard punt.
Yeah, he's not been real successful on the punting. Real inconsistent there.
Yeah.
Damian Hendricks as the punter for the Warriors. There's a junior. I can't remember his name. But that lad can punt 60 yards. And that's not something you want to be good at.
Right.
But if you do need a 60-yard punter, then hey, or a place kicker, a good place kicker.
Absolutely. It's good to have for the future.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely a lot of promising positions,
Oh, we had Dante on a missed tackle there. He ran right by him, but thank goodness his partner, Damian Hendricks, there backed him up. It's going to be for a loss, 2.
Yep, little Batman
3
and
there.
Robin action there. Said, I got you.
Number 17, Dante, he's a really aggressive defensive end. He's had 2 or 3 really good games back-to-back. Tonight, he's kind of quiet, but hey, we got 21, Robinson on the run. He had a really good game there. He's going to be brought down by, looks like Woods or Logan Kendrick.
Yep. Boy, Robinson and Fennell, they just really put the team on, Mayflower on their back, and they're trying.
They're trying that. We got 5:43 left in the ball game, 36-14 with the Warriors leading here. There he is again, fighting, but he's going to be plowed by Jared Dalton. got Will getting up a little gimped up there. I think Will had him ankle tackled, and Jared said thank you.
Yeah, they know no one in that back end. If they get past that line, yep. So
They're letting him get closer there. That's I figure Will's down on the bottom. He seems to always be in the action. And it is. There he is.
yeah, always in the midst of things, ain't he?
He's like, boy, tomorrow at work's going to be bad.
Yeah. Blacker coming back in for Hodge, I believe. See if he can make a play again.
Yeah, it's going to be a touchdown. Robinson. Hodge was in there. He was on his heels.
Yeah.
He got in the backfield. So that's going to be 20. This is points that shouldn't be given. But, hey, it's good to see that the Eagles are fighting back.
Yep.
Still a lot of ball game left. I mean, if they get another onside kick, hopefully the Warriors ain't going to be caught sleeping this time.
Right. That was really a nice onside kick, right up the middle. And then they had the front guys going in kind of like blocking, and then the kicker recovered it.
Wow. Yep. 21-36. It's only a two touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, 2-possession ball game with 4:37 left in the game.
Speaking of player of the game, we sure appreciate Farm Bureau for sponsoring the player of the game week after week. They do it in the River Valley for all the sports, and we sure appreciate you guys. If you don't use them, I highly recommend them.
Yeah.
Another onside kick, and it fielded there. Who is that? 17, Downty.
Yep. That was a good job right there. Not waiting on the ball to get the 10 yards and attacking it.
That's
Get
right.
it right there.
Warriors need to spread the point spread here. If they get Caden Woods back in the backfield, and we got Jonathan Rice. Tell you what, Caden, he's a really good running back as well. Caleb keeping the ball. Almost the first down, about 2.5 yards shy, 3 yards shy.
Yeah, was that Green up the middle?
No, he went around the end on the right.
Okay, I got you.
And it looked like the tight end blocked down, and it looked like they faked like the 1 or the 2 hole.
Yeah.
It was all
The
Caleb.
Hendricks.
Yeah.
I got you. Might have been that midline. Second and short now.
They're going to get the first down. That would have been Hendricks there. Or no, he came up shy.
Just shy.
Just shy. He did not like that run. He was not happy with that run.
Now. He knew he should have had that one, and he wasn't happy. I bet you they'll give it to him here and let him get it. Or they might come back and do that counter. They've been running that here in this kind of situation too.
Yeah. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's got the first down. Plus about 5 or 6. So they're back to a 4-man front now.
Yeah. From that 5 to 4, and Lamar's just going to take their time like they should and use all that play clock they can. And
Clock management, yep.
Yep.
We're going to hand it off to Jonathan Rice. Oh, that's Jared Dalton. I blinked. Last person I seen over there was Jonathan.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up probably a good 6 yards.
It's like we have some sort of timeout, or is that an Eagles timeout?
It appears to be, yeah.
Yep. Offensive line tonight, they played really well and helped support that run game for Lamar.
They do. As far as player of the game and stuff, you look at his stats. You look at moments.
Yeah.
Just like one moment in the game that could have changed the difference. I mean, it could. I mean, I wish there could be a specialty team player of the game, offensive player of the game.
Yeah.
And of course, the coach gives that attaboys and accolades where they're deserved and everything. But
Right.
I think everybody on the line is doing a tremendous job tonight.
Yeah.
The running backs are doing a tremendous job. Caleb doing a good job leading the team tonight.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of one of the deals. I mean, who gets the golden star?
I agree.
If you're going to hand one out.
It's been so spread out tonight. I mean, that is a hard decision for tonight.
Oh, fumble, and it's going to be a turnover. And number 11 comes up with the ball with 2:20 left in the ball game, 21-36. That is not what the Warriors wanted.
No.
They was trying to milk the clock down.
Now that gives the Eagles a chance. I mean, they're down by two possessions, and
if they could score, drive this down and score, and then do an onside kick. I mean, I've watched this Lamar team, not this particular one, but a few years back, we scored 2 or 3 touchdowns with seconds.
Yeah, it can be done. I mean, so the Warriors right now they gotta lock down. Probably gonna be going through the air. Got to, I think.
They are. They're going to look deep right over. Oh, and he had them beat deep. That was number 8 for the Eagles, and that's Sean Graff.
Where they had Graff there. He was double covered, but I mean he was on the other side.
He was on the right side,
yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guarantee you they were counting their blessings in because they got burnt.
Yeah. Screen action.
Uh-oh. It almost looked like the tip drill was going to come in handy right there.
Yeah. Boy, they've had a little tough time with them screens, catching them little swing passes.
Yeah.
They've had a little bit of a tough time securing the ball and then running.
I think that comes down to having been hit.
Yeah.
A time or two.
I think you're right.
It's going to go to 21. If Dante almost had the tackle, and then I tell you what
an effort.
That was a good effort. We're down to minute 56. It's going to be the last time out.
Boy, that should have been in the backfield, and I mean that Fennell. I mean he just kept on going. I mean
he missed 2 tackles right there. Dante was hot on his heels. That would have been for a major loss if he had tackled him.
Yeah. But now it's 4th and medium. They gotta go for it. That's a big play because if we get them in the backfield there, that's a much harder to pick up.
And then there's enough. All we gotta do is take a knee.
Right. Because they don't have any timeouts now.
It's pretty much we can hold them right here. It's 50 formation all the way.
That's right.
Here they go. They're looking deep.
Oh my!
He got the first down. That's going to keep him alive. He's on the 47 right there. Run out of bounds. Stop the clock. Good thinking on Fennell's part.
Boy, what a play! Snuck out of there, got the first down. Then they got the clock to stop.
Well, they knew that the Warriors were going to be totally thinking about the pass.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we were blitzing and just kind of overcommitted.
Right.
Watch Thompson here. That's his go-to guy. There he is, wide open, and it's incomplete. Thank goodness there. Caden, who is that? 24. Noah Gleason on the covers there.
Yep. Boy, he nearly got on the backside too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Thompson's like, I got it this time.
Yeah.
You look, he's going to go right to him. Dante hot on his heels, trips him up. Number 10, West was going to make sure he was going to come down. That's going to be a huge, huge loss for the Eagles.
Yep, Dante. They had him once. They had him twice. Third time's a charm. They got him there. Got him tripped up and down. We got 3rd down and long.
I'd like to see Hendricks right here, but he ain't going to – he's rolling to the right with him. And it's intercepted. Come on. Goodness gracious, who is that? Jared Dalton.
Jared Dalton.
We got a shook-up Warrior. That's Damian Hendricks there. He kind of got, I don't know what. He shook up a little bit. I didn't see what happened to him. I have to hit the replay.
I think that was on the return. I think he got a pretty big hit to him. Oh.
Is he confused? He went to the other side of the ball. They're pulling him out. Right thing to do, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think so too. Cautionary. Good job by the referees there to make sure everybody stays safe, just in case. They'll bring in Will Sanderson in the backfield now for him.
And I promise you, Will can handle the job. They're going to go in victory formation here.
Yep.
Well, that's going to lead us up to talking about Farm Bureau Player of the Game. Eli, this is one of them deals, we talked about stats.
He got the pick. Sealed the deal. Had some big runs. I think it's Jarrett Dalton, if you ask me. He got the pick late to seal the deal here and got some big runs here in the first half and finished it off in the second. I think it's Jarrett Dalton.
I agree, Jarrett Dalton. Congratulations, brother. I always like to close out with the Farm Bureau Player of the Game, Jarrett Dalton. This is a platform for you, son. Be a guiding light for some youngster that, believe me, I promise you, there's somebody young that needs inspiration and influence, positive influence.
Yeah.
We definitely have a shortage of that in this world. And take advantage of it. And I sure appreciate you having a good night, team. The Warrior team, offense, defense, specialty teams, you all did a wonderful job tonight. We thank you very much. And drive safe. I appreciate you. And Eli, I appreciate you and your team.
It's been a good night.
And Mr. Little and Nate over there, appreciate you. I'm going to hand this over to Nate right quick. They're going to close out real quick. And God bless you. And I'll talk at you next week as we travel to.
It's going to be home for homecoming.
Homecoming at home.
Against Pottsville.
Against Pottsville.
Yep.
Anyway.
Thanks for listening, guys. This has been Football Friday Night.